Hey guys, this is Sick and Near Me Comics. All right, gonna do a live show today. Uh, as I can see, there's only one people watching, two now. Martian Comic Hunter. Yeah, I know you're busy with your work, so it's fine. I can do this on my own, man. But hey, always thank you for the support, man. So J Rod Hand, what's up, man? You know what? I'm just gonna leave a link to this live chat here. So if you want to jump on, I think I can have at least about six more people uh, on. So click on that, whatever that I just jump on if you want to. All right. So today, guys, I want to talk about first appearance. Is it what is I guess what's the importance or a lot of people saying Hawk 180, Hawk 181, ASM 300 instead of so I just want to kind of clear things out so you can kind of see what the interior tells us, what is a cameo and what is not. I did a very short, what you call it, presentation, a slide. You can say, kind of show you few of the covers along with the panels that inside the books that kind of determines what is Cameo, what is not. I think everybody here has been collecting, so you can kind of know what Cameo is. Cameo appearance is more of one or two appearance on a panel. He or she can say one or two, but doesn't really have an impact on the story for that issue or for that book. And then you got a full appearance, which that character, he or she, has more, I can say it, more involved. She has multiple panel appearances, and somebody says her name or her or his name along with that. So that's just how that's just what it's going to be. All right, so I got a slide here for you, and I'm just going to show you guys and kind of play along with me. All right, guys. So this is it. All right, first appearance, cameo full. Will the cover make the faith of the mark? Will the cover decide the faith of the market? Hey, what's up? Good to know. Good no comic. Hey, if you want to jump in, jump in. Like I said, click on that the link if you have time. Join in. This is like I said, open forum. I did ask some few of the people in the panel in the YouTube community to join, but unfortunately, a lot of them are busy, so I'm doing this solo. So hopefully, maybe one or two people might jump in. But yeah, anybody on the live chat, click on that StreamYard and join if you want to. All right. So, like I said, you'll see the different variation of cover inside panel, make things more interesting, everybody. Just in case you guys don't know, well, now you will know after this. All right. Like I said, it I just put this together and hey, what's up, Hidden Gem Comics? Nothing. We're gonna be talking about first appearances, cameo full, and how I can I guess how the market dictates what is what, and it's always going to be a good conversational piece. Hawk 180, Hawk 181. So, uh, so let's see. Let's jump into things. All right. So the first one would be Captain Marvel 14. This is the cameo appearance of Kamala Khan. All right. Kamala Khan is going to be on Disney Plus. It's been pushed back, but eventually she's going to be the canon in MCU. All right. So this is the cameo appearance of Kamala Khan, issue number 14. But there's also a variant to it as well, so which I will show you. This is a one of the 30 Amanda Connor incentive variant. It's very hard to find, and I tell you, back then I don't think anybody was going to be speculating on Kamala Khan being Miss Marvel. Along with that, nobody's actually bought 30 covers, 30 issues of this to get this incentive. So I think the last 9.8. I think this sold for about $5,000-6,000. I think. I'm just throwing a number. The last time I checked. Um, so yeah, so this is a cool ass cover. Captain Marvel on a jet. So all right. So next one is the Captain Marvel 17 second appearance of Kamala Khan. Now this is the second cameo appearance of Kamala Khan. All right. And there's also a variant to this as well. This is a second print variant, and this happens to be the very first cover appearance of Kamala Khan as Miss Marvel, which predates the Marvel Point One. All right, which I'm going to get into that. All right. Uh, so let's look into the next one. Will be all right. So this is the panel. All right. This is the last panel of Captain Marvel 14 as a cameo of Kamala Khan. All right. Now, as you can see, Captain Marvel is saying to this group of people that's on this panel, he said, "Inside, head for the basement, hurry." All right. All right. I might be a little bit monologue. I should have said a little bit more enthusiasm when she said, "Inside, head for the basement, hurry." All right. But just saying, nobody know who these characters are in this panel. All we know is that Captain Marvel is saying, "Head to the basement, hurry the fuck up." All right, because you guys are being attacked. All right. Now, as you can see, no name, no Kamala. We just don't. All we get is this. All we have this is what a side profile of this character. All right. So now, this is the second cameo appearance of the Captain Marvel 17. All right. So this is a panel, which is a page with 4 panels. As you can see, there's no name, all right, was mentioned, but clearly you can see on the last panel on this page that has a Kamala Khan symbol, which is that lightning bolt, right? Okay. Now, now you decide if this is the first appearance or cameo appearance because nobody know who that person is, or you're going to go one with the 17, which kind of gives you a little bit more depth that this character is getting her power or being immune to this power with that with that Miss Marvel Thunderbolt, all right. So let's get more into it. Now, all we have is this all new Marvel Point One full appearance of Kamala Khan. All right. The one on to your left is the regular cover. And then you got the one out of 75, the Jerkovic cover. I think that's Jerkovic, if not the Brashaw. I'm sorry, but I'm just kind of want to tell you there's a few variants of this Marvel Point One number one issue. So this is that happens to be saying the very first full appearance of Kamala Khan. All right, so let me show you. This is the panel right here. As you can see, this panel has a Kamala Khan with her name and also being and in a Miss Marvel suit. So I don't know if I can blow this up, but it says right here. Uh, my name is Kamala Khan. And she said, she says it right there. Along with that, you have her being Miss Marvel in her suit. So this is clearly her very first appearance. But let's go back. All right. Would you know that this character that has a side profile would be the Kamala Khan? I mean, the only reason that we found out this character was Kamala Khan because the writers, the creator of Miss Marvel has mentioned that yes, Captain Marvel 14 happens to be the very first appearance of Kamala Khan because of this panel right here. And it doesn't show her face or anything, but clearly you can see where this is going So this is considered as a second cameo. Then boom, we have her as, so you can kind of dictate which one. Everybody's going for Captain Marvel 14, which happens to be the cameo. Why? Why are we going with this cameo? Because of the writer and the creator of Kamala Khan said so. This is the very first appearance. All right. So with that, we can go back and said, all right, so Captain Marvel is the book to get. You have to decide what you want. What makes it a very, what type of book you want to get into when you want to get into Kamala Khan. All right. I'm just putting it out there. As for me, this is the book to chase because it's very hard to find, but still, you are getting just this right here on that book. Now, for me, I will go with this. You have her on a cover, all right? And this is the very first appearance on a cover, as you can see before, because this book predates Marvel Point One. We really don't know what she's going to be looking like, but here's the spoiler. Captain Marvel 17 second print variant, which shows there's her right there, right on the cover. And on that panel is this right here that you are buying. All right. As a second cameo appearance of Kamala Khan. Now, if you want to cover all bases, you can get the 14, the 17, and Marvel Point One, which, like I said, I would, this is the book that should be, in my opinion, take it as a grain of salt, guys, because it's right there for me to say that this is the book that you should all look into when it comes to Kamala Khan first appearance, or regardless it's a second cameo or first cover appearance. So, and also with that, if you want something that has more in depth of Kamala being Miss Marvel, this is the book. So cover all bases, guys, when it comes to this. All right. All right. So I think this is a great topic, talking about what is cameo, what is not, what is full, and being Kamala, being so, she's in in a different issue, being first and second. It's just to a point where where do you go? As the market has decided that 14 is the very first cameo, I mean very first appearances, but at the same time, the chase is that one out of 30. Uh, is that one out of 30? Where's that one? This one here. This is a chase that you want to get into. Along with that, this will be the other one that you want to look into. And at towards the end, this is the book that you would kind of want if you really want to go into Hawk 180 and Hawk 181 discussion, is that there is this full appearance, but Marvel decided to go with this as her first cover appearances. So you guys decide. I already did in my end. I said this is the book to get. Uh, Clearly, you can see her as Miss Marvel, and it's just my opinion on this. Yeah, Martian Comic Hunter. Yeah, I said the second print is also is the book to get when it comes to Kamala Khan as a first as the book. Yes, Marvel Point One, that one out of 75, that variant is very hard to find. I get it for appearances, but I guess there is that topic of what, how does that dictate? Is it hard to find? Is it what? But it seems that it's already been dictated that variant of each issue that I have shown you is the book to get, along with this Marvel Point One. I believe that set 9.8 goes for at least about $1,100 to $1,200 as we speak. All right. Now for this book here in a 9.8, it has jumped all the way up to, I believe it's close to about $5,000. The last sold that I know. And And for this book in a 9.8, it's still demanding good $500 to $600, but this Amanda Connor has shot up to 5 grand. So this right here, along with the second print, is pretty much side to side. But like I said, if you ask me, comes to Kamala Khan, which is the canon book to get, I said this is the book to get here. And I'm glad that nobody's in this panel to disagree with me. So I'm just going to move on to the next. Yeah, yeah, Martian, that one of the 30 is a ghost, but still, it is just a, I'm not, you know what? Yes, it is a ghost of a book. It's a great cover. It's a very, very hard to find. But like I said, the last 9.8 sold for at least I think about 5 to 6 thousand, along with the second print with the 9.8. Is still sold for about five. I believe it was five, little over 5,000. All right. So next book I want to talk about is Jessica Cruz. All right. I know there's not many DC fan, but I remember going into reading Green Lantern Corp with Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz, along with I believe was Guy, no, not Guy, John Stewart, I think. But I remember reading. That's when I got into collecting or reading books. So now this is a Green Lantern number 20 and the New 52. Yeah, combo pack is definitely one to get, but you also want to get into that 1 out of 25, the sketch variant as well. And I did not add this here, but there is also a newsstand as well. So there is full variation of this book right here, which happens to be the cameo appearance of Jessica Cruz. All right, now I'm gonna go back. Now there is a second cameo appearance. Once again, DC is doing again. Second appearance of Jessica Cruz. It happens to be in Justice League number 30. All right. Now let's go. Let's look at the next one. Now, Justice League 31 happens to be the first full appearance of Jessica Cruz, and you see that character that is has that in the middle. That is Jessica Cruz. So they consider this as a first full and her first cover appearance. All right. Now let me show you. This is the last panel of Green Lantern 20. This happens to be the cameo appearance. It said, "I know it's not like being a label a villain, but you can't be afraid of what other people think." Jessica. Now there is that one word right there, Jessica, with her hand. Okay, a lot of people said, "How can this be a cameo?" Well, Simon is saying her name, Jessica. All right, nothing like the Captain Marvel 14 that just has no name, nothing, but just has that side profile of that of Kamala, which nobody knew that she was going to be Kamala. Later on, that we find out that she is Miss Marvel. Anyway, all right. So Simon Bass saying Jessica. He said Jessica now, and it shows that she has her hand with her power. So there is something going on here. Okay. Now, this is the panel from Justice League 30. This is her second cameo appearance. All right. This is also you see a full, you see a whole image of Jessica Cruz being attacked by the Power Ring. All right. And the Power Ring has called her Jessica as well. So if you go back, who Jessica is, if you have read Justice League 30, this Jessica Cruz happens to be chosen by the Power Ring. But due to her, I guess, her not being, I guess, not being so confident, so and so, is somehow the Power Ring kind of uses her as, I guess, a slave or something to do his meaning to his means. But okay, going to the next one. Here it is. This is the panel from Justice League number 31, as a Power Ring has Jessica Cruz at the last panel. And this page on the last panel, the ring got her and then later on, she becomes part of the Green Lantern Corps and the member of the Justice League as time passes. All right, so where do you go from here? I mean, I don't believe there's any. I don't think there was any. I could be wrong. I think there was some. I think there was some variance to this as well. And this, but if you really think about now, going back with what I said is that will the cover decide what the market will be? All right, but clearly, if you look at Green Lantern 20, Justice League 30, Justice League 31. Now, I can say that the if the cover has to judge the market, what is the very first, or what is the book to get? What is the canon book to get for Jessica Cruz? Everybody will say it, Justice League 31. Oh, there you go. Oh, Martian, Justice League America, Jessica Cruz as Green Lantern. So there you go. So she fully she became the Green Lantern. But I mean, that's another rabbit hole we can talk into. But I just want to go more into her first appearances, her first full, her second cameo, or her first cameo. All right. And if you can look at the panel on the 20, clearly Simon Bass and going him again. I'm going back around. Um, he says Jessica with her hand, which has that green power, along with Justice League 30, which has Jessica with the power ring saying her name, Jessica, on it. And then you got the panel from Justice League 31, which she's trying to shoot the ring. Somehow she can't overcome it, and the ring takes over. And then, yeah, the power ring got her. As you can see at the last panel of this page, that the ring is on her, and and read on. All right. So, okay, not that. That's another sub. So going back again, if you really want to talk about the cover, how it dictates it, I said Green Lantern 20 clearly has the best cover of all, which kind of showcase her cameo. Now, if you go in, I didn't put this book, but if you go into Jimmy Olsen's, I guess Superman, friend of Jimmy Olsen, I forgot what issue was, but there's that one panel of Darkseid on a TV. That happens to be it. So why can't this be the canon book? But a lot of people are going with this one here. First Fool. I don't blame you, but if I mean this is an ugly ass cover. But if you really want to go back into it, I clearly said this wraparound. This is the last run in Green Lantern for Jeff Johns. All right, is Doug Mackey cover. Uh, Boom and Go. Okay. All right, Frederick Plum. Boom and Go. Yeah. So going back again, it's if somebody asks me about Jessica Cruz, I mean, of course, get them all if you can. All right. But if I had to choose one, which I already decided that Green Lantern number 20 is the book to get, um, due to the fact that it's the very first cameo appearance of Jessica Cruz, regardless if it's her hand or foot. But definitely Simon Bass says her name. Along with that, I go with the cover because I'm a cover guy, and I'll kind of mention why its cover is so important to the character's first appearance. All right. So let's move to the next character. All right, Invincible Iron Man number 7, cameo appearance of Riri Williams. Now, as you know, Riri Williams Man, all this time I've been just talking, talking, talking. All right, so let me go back. Invincible Iron Man number 7, cameo appearance of Riri Williams. She's going to be in Black Panther 2. All right. Spoiler alert, she will be in Black Panther 2 as Riri Williams, not as Ironheart, but as Riri Williams. So this book has just blown up. This character has blown up, not this book. The character. Everybody wants to know. Everybody jump into it. All right. So there is a cover A, and there's a multiple print of this in cover A. I believe there's first print, second print. This is the first print that you're seeing. There's a second print, third print. I don't know if there's a fourth print to it, but there is a multiple print in the same cover with different variation when it comes to the to what was that? God, um, the title. I mean, there's a changes in the different variation of color in those words. And there's also Invincible Iron Man, the Woman of Power variant, which you have Mary Jane say, "Let's face it, Tiger, I'm the boss," which is a very it's a rephrase from a famous quote by Mary Jane when she first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man. I believe was issue number 42, which she said, I believe, what issue was it? Was it 42, 43? But yeah, the second one is the blue variation on the Invincible. Yes, that is the second print. Only three. Oh, okay. Thank you. So thank you for clearing that up, Martian. So there's only three prints. But yeah. So as for me, uh, there is this variant here. So let's go into the next slide, which is Invincible Iron Man number 9. Two variation that you want to get into. The one on the left is the first print. There's a second print which she has her face at the bottom right corner of that book, and it says appearance of Riri Williams. But the one on your right, the Apocalypse variant, is, man, that his book is so hard to get. And that book right now in a 9.8, you're looking at about close to $1,700 to $1,800 book. Okay. Um, so which is the book that you want to get when it comes to Riri Williams? You want to get her first cameo or you want to get her first full? Now let's look into the panel. All right, the one in the last on the left is the what up, Doom?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? So if you look at the panel to your right, I mean to your left, that is right there. It doesn't say anything about being Riri or anything, but clearly that's Riri Williams. Her neighbors coming knocking on the door to keep it down. But that is her cameo. All right. On issue number 9, onto your right, that is her first full appearance, which happens to have her in her homemade iron suit. So, I mean, this is the only panel that I could get from the website. But Doom,
Yeah.
if you had to choose, I'm gonna ask for your opinion. If you had to choose when it comes to Riri Williams, one or the other, would it be Invincible Iron Man number 7, or would
Mhm.
it be Invincible Iron Man number 9?
Isn't it? Isn't it 7? Is it not 7? That's
Seven
the.
is a cameo, which happens to
Yeah, I
be
know, but
just
you're asking which is the book, right?
the book to get.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't it number 7? Which one is selling for more?
Actually, the one if you is asking right there, Invincible Iron Man number 9, that Apocalypse variant.
That one is that's
That
the
is
good
good.
book.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
paying
right
more
now
than the
going
7.
for about, I think, 1,500, 12 to $1,500.
How much is the 7 going for?
7 on a 9.8 on that Invincible Iron Man. We're looking at probably about $800 to $900.
The Mary Jane one?
Yeah,
The one
Mary
I
Jane
bought?
one. Yeah.
Oh well, I guess I was wrong.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
the market's going to determine which one it is, right? I mean,
yeah. So before I started this, I said, will the cover determine,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Before you even complete that sentence, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I wasn't on this, but I was kind of watching the podcast prior, and then so for Kamala, you have Captain Marvel, right? 14, the Amanda Connors one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's like that cover's like freaking hot, bro, and that's hard to get. But
Yeah.
it is
That
a
I think
cameo. But that's strictly a cameo. And the thing about it is, it wasn't until the author that wrote the book said that, oh yeah, that's Kamala Khan. Prior to that, no one knew that was Kamala Khan.
exactly, that's what I've been
But
saying.
it was because there's no mention of her. It's just like some Indian looking girl. And actually, if you look at Kamala Khan, it doesn't even look like the Kamala Khan that we know
No,
in that
not at all.
particular drawing. That's why, all new Marvel Now .1 or whatever it is. That's the one that you know especially the variant. I always thought that was like the main book to have, but because that's the first full appearance, not that one. Well, that one, yeah, that's such a
Yeah.
hard book to get. But I always thought the all new Marvel Now .1
Which is
was
this
like,
right here.
yeah, the variant.
Yeah.
I always thought that was like the main book, but of course it is Captain Marvel 14, the Amanda Connors. This one would probably be second or third, and then that one, of course, would be second or third, whatever. Whatever you can get your hands on, though, that's awesome.
Exactly.
Um,
But
but
but going back again,
going back to the
the
Riri,
yeah,
I mean,
going back to Riri.
yeah, I mean, Jessica Cruz is such a confusing one.
Yeah, that
Um,
I trying to pick the confusing one as much as possible
yeah, but
because
it's been confusing for a while, right? I mean,
yeah,
you have like you could even go. I don't even know if you have. Did you have Dark Side in this?
no, I
Okay, so Dark Side is one where it's like the cameo is just like him on a screen.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
but
But then
that's the
you
book
have
to
the
get.
first, but yeah, the first full. So that Dark Side is another one. Um, yeah, for this one, I mean, it's going to be based on. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I've always liked the Mary Jane one better. I always thought that was a book,
I thought that you know what, I have to agree with you on this one because I thought
but if the market is saying number 9, then
yeah, The Woman Apart. I mean, which is a really hard book to find, along with this here as well too,
what's
The
up, me comics?
Apocalypse.
Welcome to the show. Please
Yeah,
subscribe.
Emmy Comics. Thanks for the script. Thanks for the subscribe. But
Yeah,
going back
David needs
again,
everyone he can.
yeah.
Um,
Um, so here you got Mary Jane saying her one of her famous quotes, right? But it's not saying tiger. She's saying I'm the boss. He said, "Face it, tiger. I'm the boss." So I don't.
mhm.
So if you have to ask me which of the four books that I need to choose, I would say go with the Women of Power. I mean, it's an ugly ass cover. I mean,
I
Ramos
mean,
did
it's not,
not Ramos
yeah,
did not do justice on this. He
yeah,
does some funky ass faces. I
yeah.
swear.
I mean,
Uh,
it's a hard one. But you got to go with whatever
the
the
market says,
market is choosing right now.
and right now this
When
is
it
the
comes to
Invincible Iron Man
cameos,
9.
yeah, when it comes to cameos and first fools, it's always it's always that thing where you got to pick up both. It's just one of those. Like I think as a collector, sometimes you feel incomplete. But if you can't afford both, then it's kind of just up to you, right? Which one you want to pick, and depending on how much money you have, you might just pick up the cheaper one of the two. You
True.
know, that's why that's how I feel about Hulk 180s, where it's like a lot of people pick up Hulk 180 and then they try to justify it because they can't afford a 181.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get into Hulk 180 towards the end here.
But you actually have that.
Yeah, I actually have that. So,
But you're
um,
not disputing whether it's a cameo or
no, no,
first
no.
book. You're
I'm not.
just disputing which is the better book to have.
I'm just kind of want to show whoever's. Yeah, as for us, we really decide which book is to get, right? But just on the rewind, if somebody actually wants to watch this, so they can kind of get an idea what is a cameo or what is full, what covers are available, and it's just all that. But as for me, if somebody asks me about Riri William, it's definitely going to be issue number 7. I think overall, I think it has a better cover of the two
Hmm.
compared to issue number 9, which I don't know. The Apocalypse looks okay, but it just doesn't do really well for me. But I just like that.
Do you know what her first cover appearance is?
Yeah, right here. Oh, for her first cover appearance, I
Yeah, first
believe
cover.
that's Invincible Iron Man. I believe number 1 that it was
Oh,
redone.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because that's going to be a huge book as well. You know what I mean?
yeah. Right now that one of the 25 that Decall,
Yeah,
the
the call.
Decall is a Decall.
You believe it?
Anyway, that book has just gone raw. Is selling it for about what, 125,
She's on the
150.
cover number 9. She's on the cover of 9. Is
It's the
that the
second
second?
print. The second print.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. That's got to be. Do you have the second print on this?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Yeah,
seems like something you should have had.
yeah, I know. I just did this like in 30 minutes. So I just
All right.
copy and paste and did this. So yeah, she's on cover of 9, but it was a second print. But there's a bubble at the bottom right corner that
Hmm.
has said introducing Riri Williams.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
but
that's got to be a major player too, though, down the line.
yeah, actually, the second print is going for more than the first print or so because of
Yeah,
her
of course. Well, that's how
yeah,
second prints have been. Second prints, third prints. That's how they've been, um, for the most part. Not all
yeah.
books, but for the most part.
Well, Martian saying that this is on the issue number
And
9. That is Riri in her old suit, in her
yeah,
old,
no, no, no. Yeah, I'm not talking about in the suit. I'm talking about like her face. I think
face.
it's very, yeah. I think it's very important that
You
the
have a
face.
face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to have
exactly.
a face, not just the suit, especially when it comes to Iron Man, right? Because most superheroes do not have a suit.
True.
Most superheroes are themselves, right? They'll have
I
a
mean, of course, they
costume.
have a little
They'll have a
mask.
costume or they have a mask,
Yeah.
but I think they don't really have a suit. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway,
So,
all right,
I mean, going back again, if
keep talking.
anybody
I'll be
asks,
right back.
yeah, if anybody asks me what's the book to get, I would say, I'm sorry. You can disagree with me, well, all you like. But as for me, I said Invincible Iron Man number 9 and the Woman of Power is the book to get. Because clearly you can see on the left, the panel, it has her. Okay. But on the issue number 9, it clearly seeing that she's very involved in that issue, how she becomes later to become Ironheart. So this one here, a lot of people say it's issue number 9 because they like to have more impact on the character being developed. Okay. Um, but if going back again, if has to be the cover, I say it's Invincible Iron Man number 7 and the Woman of Power. But if you have to choose the Invincible Iron Man number 7, you can always go with the second print of the first cover, or you can go with the Apocalypse, Age of Apocalypse variant, which is very hard to find. Okay, so let's go into the next character. Of course, have to have ASM 299 Cameo, first cameo appearance of Venom.
I know
Now,
you're not going to compare this to 300.
of course, I have to. Now, when it comes to the first book, when I mean two character Kamala Khan, right? It was the cameo appearance that happens to be the canon, right? Because after what the writer has said or the creator said, yeah, issue 14 was Kamala Khan. That's Kamala Khan. And now Amanda Connor variant has blew up because there's not many LCS has ordered 30 books or 30 copies of Captain Marvel back then. Um, Along with that, with Riri as well, is that you got her cameo appearance, but at the same time you got a full appearance, but she doesn't really develop until she gets to that. I believe it's the second volume of Invincible Iron Man when Tony Stark becomes an IA to Riri Williams Ironheart. So Okay, so going again is Amazing Spider-Man 299. Clearly, if you ask Marvel, if you ask Todd McFarlane, what is the first appearance of Venom, he will say is issue 299, right? But we also got the full appearance of Amazing Spider-Man number 300, which is a very iconic cover, has been homaged what hundreds and hundreds, thousands and thousands of times. All right. Yes. You speculated. Yeah. So here we are. This is the last panel of Amazing Spider-Man 299. He said, I'm home. You have the Venom. If you look at the bottom of that cover, it says Venom on it. All right. So there is an introduction right there. All right. And you can clearly see why the creator would say this is the very first appearance of Venom.
Yeah, but
But
nobody's disputing that though.
yeah, nobody's disputing it. But why is 300 the book
Look
to
at
get?
300's cover.
Exactly. Going back
look
again,
look
it's
at
the
300
cover.
is cover. This is probably the most. I don't even think I don't. If what I'm about to say, I don't even think I'm going overboard. This is literally the most iconic modern book, you know, cover. Besides, yeah, I'm going to say that this is probably the most iconic
The
modern comic
most.
book,
It's been
modern
homaged
comic book cover.
thousands or hundreds of
Yeah.
thousands of times.
You
All right.
can't dispute this cover. Nobody's disputing the fact that he showed up in 299.
Yeah.
You know,
But it's not the disputing, is that there is some people that still, I would say,
but
have that conversation.
there's no
Why
conversation.
it? Well, you be. I mean, I've been watching a lot of podcasts.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying there's no conversation. There is no
So
conversation. This is his first full appearance. Nobody's
yes,
disputing that. His
nope,
first appearance is in 299.
two
But
ninety
this
nine.
cover of 300, it's literally the most iconic modern day cover. Even if it's a copper book, I think technically, um, it's yeah. There's no disputing that.
So compared to this in a 299 and a 9.8, you probably will get this for maybe around 900 to $1,000. Where if you go into 300, you're looking at a 9.8 about close to about, I guess about what, $4,000 to $5,000.
It's amazing where this book has
Yeah,
gone. I
about time that he
I
pays
bought this book.
due.
I bought this book raw for 75,
Yeah,
and it was a decent condition. I mean, like a really decent condition. This
I had, yeah, I had one that I mean, Jesus, for decades and came out to 9.0. Um, but I got a 9.6 for, I believe, was for like 400 something dollars.
yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about it is this thing was printed. There's a pretty good amount of prints. There's a lot to go around, so it's not about the supply and demand.
Yeah,
It's strictly just demand.
demand.
Yeah, it's just strictly demand.
This and
Except
Spawn, I think, is, I can say it is one of the most printed and sold out after books that have been, I can say that it's been selling daily, by I guess by hundreds in a monthly basis.
yeah, well, it's
All
one of
right.
those books. Even as a new collector, it's one of those books that it's everybody's grail. you know,
Yeah.
especially as a new collector, this automatically becomes somebody's grail until they get it.
Yeah. So this is the chip grail and this is the grail.
Guess so, if you want to say it like that.
Well, I'm just trying to be funny because, and yeah, and I'm gonna go back in to this character right here, Incredible Hulk 180, cameo appearance of Wolverine.
Mhm.
Look at the cover, guys. All right, along with
There's,
Hulk
there's
181.
there's no disputing that.
No disputing. This
There's no,
cover also has been homaged thousands and thousands of times. All right,
Mhm.
and so yes, nobody's disputing that 180 is the first appearance, but the market
Nobody's.
have decided that 181 is the book to get when it comes to Wolverine,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely for sure. I think. Do you think as time has gone on, that cameos have become more important than the first full. And so what happened is maybe up into the Copper Ages, cameos was just a cameo. So the first full was, always the book to go. But as collectors have changed through the modern age, now it's more about cameos. But since the prices has already been dictated for the older books, there's no way that, like, this book, no matter what anybody says, I'm telling you right now, going on for the rest of our lives, no matter what somebody says, this book will never revert back to,
No, this and the 300 will
because
never.
there's already too much money in the book.
Exactly. When it
You know
comes
what
to
I mean?
Dark Side as well too, that Superman, Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, there's already
Yeah,
too much money in the book for the market to be like, you know what? Let's correct everything. I
you
don't think
can't.
that's never going to happen. However, I think going forward, I think cameo and first full and covers, depending, those things are going to make, I think, even a bigger difference. Where I think going forward, cameos will be the thing. So Kamala Khan cameo, um, I don't know, Riri Williams. We're kind of having a hard time with that, but you know, I guess it's for her as a force fool, but cameos is a thing, right? Jessica Cruz cameo is a thing, but these are all recent books,
Yeah, all modern.
all super super new modern stuff
We're
versus,
looking at within. I can say within what within the decade. Because
yeah,
yeah,
20 within the past 20 years. I would say everything that is a cameo maybe is a lot more important. I
all
think
right.
going forward, it's possible.
So all you watchers or whoever watching
You can
this on
slap
a
my face if
rewind,
I say. My wife said if I say cameo one more time, she could slap my face.
going back again, the cover will dictate the. I mean, there's so many books out there that I can tell you right now. Even with Superman versus Batman, right? Annual number one, first continuity in what Batman Beyond in the DC continuity, right? That's by our term. There's a first and a second
Mhm.
print, but a lot of people saying no. It happens to be Batman and Superman issue number 23 or 25. That is Terry McGinnis. But if you look at the cover, it's an ugly ass cover.
Mhm.
And that book is still at the time is the first appearance, but still that book is not going more than $30 in raw in a high grade
Mhm.
compared to the annual number one, which is going for especially the second print is going for about $80 to $100. So I can say like you can discuss and say that this is so and so, but in my honest opinion, I truly believe that the cover itself will dictate how the market is going to go, or how the market is right now. And it goes for the same with Kamala Khan. The Amanda Khan is a badass cover. She's sitting on a jet, along with that second print of Captain Marvel 17, her on a cover. Um, Let me show you some few other slide here. So this is the last panel of 180, right there. We're not disputing it, but still, it's just one panel. But you have this cover to back that up. You want to get this, or you want to get this. So going back again, when it comes to covers that dictates the market, I said you kind of have to go with the cover along with it, regardless it's a full or cameo. If you put side by side, I said Hawk 181 just demolishes 180. So enough of that. What's the next slide here? Is right here, Amazing Spider-Man 635. They consider this as the first appearance of Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2009, 99. And in this, there's a 5-page preview now There it is, preview. Okay, guys, but people are saying this is the very first appearance of Spider-Man 29, 2029, which you have the same splash page of Spider-Man 2099 in his very own solo title, Spider-Man 2099.
Hmm.
So a lot of people are saying no, preview is not considered as first appearance of that character. Okay, what do you have to say about that, Doom? Do you believe that preview is considered a first appearance or not?
So in this case, I will say it is. So I think like the Marvel previews, right? You have Marvel previews 94, Marvel previews 95. Has Miles Morales, right?
No, but that's
So
just
no, no, no,
when
no,
you
no, no. Hold on, hold
okay,
on, hold on.
okay, going.
So
Sorry.
that's an actual preview magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, the preview is actually in a comic. So
Mm-hmm.
so for me in that way, I feel like it's still because it's in a comic. I feel like yeah, the value is still there for Spider-Man 3. What is that, 365 or whatever it was? For that book to be like the book. And so yeah, so I think this is still the book. And there are variations, right? You have newsstands and other things. It's a black cover. You got the hologram. It's still a great cover. It's still it's got the Amazing Fantasy 15 right on the cover for
Mm-hmm.
365. But you have it in a hologram. So it's still a book, and it says right there on the bottom. It'll say that I think preview of Spider-Man 2099. So in this case, I still think this one is the book to have, and then 2099 number one, just a good book to have. And this book has always been worth more than 2099 number one anyway, no matter how cool this cover is.
Yeah, no,
This,
I'm totally agree with you. I'm not saying that you,
yeah.
but
But
so
when you say previews, you're like, oh, preview saying it's not.
well.
I think if the preview is in a comic,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's a preview, then I say, yeah, it technically it's still you're good to go.
All right.
It,
So with that said, right there, Masters of the Universe number one. There's a J. Scott Campbell, which has a preview. I believe there is a four-page preview of Invincible number one,
hmm
but no, it's not nobody saying this is the first appearance of Invisible. This is because why? Because it's a preview of that issue.
Wasn't there another book too um, that had
I
to
think
do with Invincible? Was it Tech Jacket or some shit?
yeah, there's a tech jacket. I believe what issue number one, right? That also
Nine, Tech
has that
Jacket 9. Why is
nine.
9? Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think let's go back again. Let's look at the covers. You know what I mean? Let's look at the covers. I don't think Masters of the Universe has anything to do with it, but then again, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, man. It's just like um, was- I don't think this Masters of the Universe number one. I don't know. I mean, it's okay, and it does have the Invincible number one going for it. It is J. Scott Campbell, which is got to be worth something, right?
Yeah, I mean, this book itself, I believe the last 9 8 sold for about, I think like $350, which the Invincible number one in a CGC 9.8 as I think sold for about 3,500. I mean, don't quote me. I think that's the last time I seen it listed. I don't
Mhm.
know if it was sold for that much, but definitely
Yeah,
the
and again, we so let's go back to what I was saying. What I was saying earlier is that the 20 the 365
hmm
has always garnished more money than the number one for
yeah
2099. It has always gone for more. So
yeah
if you go back to these two books, Master of the Universe, and you go back to Invincible,
hmm
Invincible has always garnished more money, you know, than Masters of the Universe. So
yeah
it's just like, people aren't going to revert back. Even though if somebody goes, hey, look, I found something that predates this, right?
yeah
So Ultimate Fallout 4 versus Marvel Previews 95. It's like people aren't going to revert back to those two titles. But so, but I
But
think it's
but
good
here's the
for you
thing.
as a collector. I think
Mhm.
it's good to know that, hey, this Master Universe, just so you know, predates. Does it predate Invincible #1? I would assume it does.
It does. It
Yeah,
predates, I
yeah.
believe, about good
I think as a
6 months.
collector, as a hunter, I think that's really kind of fun to
No,
know that.
I'm just kind of questioning the market. Why is 365 is considered the book for 2099 for character, which has a 5 page preview,
Hmm.
but when you have the tech jacket of what tech jacket number 9 or 7
Hmm.
with this Master of the Universe has a 4 page preview of Invincible, and is not getting. I mean, why? Yeah, you're going back again. It's the cover. I mean, if you look at Invincible #1, I mean, it's an okay cover. It's not the
Well,
greatest
believe
cover
it or
of all
not, that is
time.
actually a kind of iconic cover for independent books. That
True,
stance, that stance and that pose has been kind of a
true,
that kind of cover for independent stuff.
because due to the popularity of that character, uh,
Oh yeah, especially the cartoon really helped it out too.
yeah, yeah. So there you go again. I mean, I choose this Master of the Universe because I think this is the best cover out of all the previews that is out there that shows the Invincible #1. Being J. Scott Campbell as well, also being a wraparound cover. Um, so I mean, there's that. So I mean, the debate all you want, but the market has spoken. Invincible #1. Also, what Doom has said is that it has been homaged multiple times, uh, and there it is, guys. I mean, like you said, like Doom said, if you're a hunter, you're a completist, you need to get it all, right? Let's
Oh,
go
yeah,
into the
just so you know, it was Tech Jacket #1. You're right.
yeah, Tech Jacket #1.
Yeah.
And that cover is shit. I mean, if you, I'm sorry I don't have it on this slide, but I just picked the best cover to compare with the actual canon book. So there it is. Um, Next one here is, I guess you can say sample of, in all regards, we can say whatever. It's just our opinion, but it's you guys to decide which book is to get. Which pretty much all the books that I have showed you, the market already has been determined. Which book is the canon for that character? But you know, you can say whatever you want. I say Green Lantern 20 is the book to get for for Jessica Cruz. As for Kamala Khan, I said get that 1 out of 30 in the Captain Marvel 14. If not, then get the second print of that Captain Marvel 17. And of course, when it comes to Wolverine, it's no discussion. Hulk 181, along with Riri Williams is a toss up for me, but I have to go with Woman of Power variant here. All right, so it said yeah, just go after this. Going back again, you just have to, regardless what your opinions are, what you think, or what you have, the market already has been determined. And now, if you want to make a impact on the upcoming new issues on the character, I think that's where we make a stand as a collector and as a community, and saying that no, this is the book to get or not. All right. So that is pretty much it for this slide right here.
Yeah, and we're gonna continue to have these conversations going forward
Oh
because
yeah.
even the Batman that laughs last or whatever his name is,
Oh
that is a
yeah.
cameo. That's a first appearance. Um,
You got
Gambit has
dots.
always Gambit
Oh,
has always been
Gambit.
Gambit has always been a huge confusing one for people
Hmm.
because technically his first appearance, which they call a cameo, has him in like 4 panels
Yeah.
in the comic. He's talking,
Yep.
and but if you look at that cover versus, you know, Gambit, what is it, X-Men 3 something? I forget what it is.
366, I think.
Yeah, 366. You're not going to compare the covers, you know what I mean? Gambit's right there.
Yeah. So
So
going
it's just,
back again, cover did kind of pretty much dictates. I said about 90% of the time.
oh yeah, it's gonna be huge, and it's gonna be like that going forward for, I think for every character, just going forward, that's just how it's going to be. Whatever new character comes out. I mean, look at here's a good example. So White Fox, Contest of Champions #1.
Oh
So
yes, yes.
there's like 9, 10 different covers, right? But that one really hard to find variant, right? So, and so all the others is kind of like almost rubbish. Like, it's just like, so that's the interesting part to me. It's like, when it comes to a first appearance, how can all these other books just be rubbish? Because isn't it about her first appearance, right?
Yeah.
But yet, because like, what was the other interesting one? Is remember, oh, what is that artist name? She's a Filipino artist. She
Wave.
did she did Edge of Spider-Verse #2. Um, but like, I swear it doesn't even go for anything that the other one goes for. Um,
Are you talking about the artist?
yeah. So Edge of Spider-Verse #2. There's
Is
the
it? Is
Greg
it?
Land there's a Greg Land variant that we all
Yeah.
know, right? And then
Hmm.
there's the regular, the regular cover A, and I think there's
Yeah,
like,
that was done
I don't
by
know.
David Nakayama.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of different prints on that, whatever, right? But then there was one that was done by, what is that? Her name is a Filipino artist. I swear, I forgot her name. Was
Is
it
that
Edge of
the?
Spider-Verse?
Is that is it
Is
Age
that
of
one?
Spider-Man, or is it? Are you talking about Gwenverse?
Let's see, it's gonna skip. Wait, no, it's not this one. Edge of Spider-Verse #2. First, so this one
Spider
is
Verse.
Edge of, Edge of Spider-Verse.
Age of Spider Verse. It was all done by Jason, by Robbie Rodriguez. It was that Greg Land that was one of the 25. Even the designer
No, I know,
variant.
but I'm saying that there's other variants. They had
Ah,
store variants. Saya
Saya
Like, I don't think that one goes for
Oh, dude, no, that hit
it.
that's hit about $800 to $700 now.
No, I know, but it hasn't gone as close as some of the other ones. You know what I mean? So I think
Well,
Saya Ohm's one. That one was rubbish for a long time.
oh,
Do you
that was
remember?
yeah.
Yeah, that
I
book was
remember
rubbish for a long time. Nobody even wanted to touch that book.
I remember picking like several copies of that like what 6 years ago for 10
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah, it's just one of those things I always thought was kind of interesting. There's actually a lot of really good first appearances and stuff that they're like Scotty Young covers, and like, like nobody cares about this book except for Carol.
No, there is a diehard
Oh, there's a
uh
diehard Scotty Young fan. Yeah,
Scotty
trust me.
Young baby
Yeah,
variant. Yeah.
yeah. My wife is one of them. So there's actually a Ghost Rider coming out. You
Oh,
got to see
really?
this next. Got to see this next. You got to see this next Ghost Rider that Scotty Young did. Instead of on a bike, he put her on like one of those scooters that you push,
Yeah.
like and it's got flames and everything. Like, bro, that book is dope, bro. I can't wait. I just told my wife, I'm like, I gotta grab this book for you. I think it's on his IG or something. It's pretty sick.
Hey, talking about upcoming book, I just added this slide right here. Um,
Mm.
it's in February, the first week of February. There's going to be a new FOC for Savage Spider-Man #1. Um, all right, so this, I believe this is, God, I forgot who the artist is. I wonder if this is La Roca or Salvador. Anyway, so this is a homage to Amazing, Spider-Man
Yeah,
#1.
#1. Yeah.
And I was going checking what is his first appearance. What is the first appearance of Savage Spider-Man #1? So I've been reaching out to the people from IG that and I thought it was Vault of Spider-Man issue #1, but it happens to be that is a Savage Spider-Man, which this character was raised by a spider in a whole different universe, and he became a Savage Spider-Man. But this storyline that is coming out in February is from to this one here. It's called Non-Stop Spider-Man, issue #5, which he becomes Savage Spider-Man. Peter Parker becomes Savage Spider-Man. Somehow he got lured into this savage land, and he becomes savage. So this is a continuation from nonstop Spider-Man into Savage Spider-Man. So the one that you see,
Is that a variant right there? That's a
yeah,
one of 25.
this is one of the 25. No, I believe his
Kyle New
no, yeah, it's spelled like NGO. No,
NGU.
NGU. New Goo.
Yeah, New
I'm
Goo.
sorry, I'm
These
butchering your name.
Vietnamese, man, every time they get like the most interesting way of spelling and
Yeah,
saying their name. Is that the most highest ratio for that?
this is the highest ratio. There is some other ratio, but this is the book.
Those
If
books are
you,
already expensive already, huh?
yeah, some of it's going for like some sold. I mean, back in I believe it was back in October and September was this one selling for 15, but now it's like people are asking 65 to 35. So it's pretty much all over the board right now. The highest one that I saw on eBay was asking for like $65, but I looked at the sold now. Some were sold for 18, some were sold for like 24.
Is it because of the cover or because people speculating on Savage
I
Spider-Man?
said one is people are starting to speculate at the same time. This is the best cover you got.
What they going to speculate on Savage Spider-Man? I mean, what do they think is going to happen to it?
Well, it's just a continuation from nonstop Spider-Man, him being into this Savage Spider-Man #1. So this is a new title that's coming out this year in February. I don't know.
Oh,
I speculated. I thought this was going to be an interesting read, and I picked up already two covers of of Savage Spider-Man #1, and I'm going to read to see how that is, and kind of hoping that it has a good story, and if it does, then nonstop
but
Spider-Man number
Savage
five.
Spider-Man came out before, right? This is a new. You're saying
No,
this is a new Savage Spider-Man?
this is a new Savage Spider-Man, first time. I don't think there was. I don't think there was any title called Savage Spider-Man.
Mm,
No, there was
they said so there's something here. So Peter Parker from Earth 83043, the alias was Savage Spider-Man. Um
which is the first appearance happens to be the nonstop
the
Spider-Man number
first, the
five.
Vault of Spiders #1. You said that's the one you thought.
I thought, but that's not Peter. That's a whole different character raised by a raised by a spider now in the Savage Land, and then he became the Savage Spider-Man. But nonstop Spider-Man issue #5.
I tell you what though, I like this Vault of Spiders #1 variant though.
I already picked a couple already.
Have you
So
seen it? The Vault of Spider-Man?
yeah,
That #1? That
yeah,
freaking that variant? It looks like there's a Voltron
yeah.
in there. That's kind of dope. Is
Right?
it available?
Yeah. I tried Midtown. No, they didn't have it.
I don't see any on eBay at all.
No. So I was able to pick up two copies. I'm very happy. And I picked up issue #2 as well for that.
Oh,
It's
here we
a
go.
Volto Spider-Man 2 issue #2, which has I think was that what's Gwen Stacy's father name?
I don't know, Charles. Fuck, how am I supposed?
Anyway, that character becomes a Spider-Man in the Volto
Oh,
Spider-Man
that's
number.
not even an alternate cover. That's just cover A. I'm over it already.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'm a variant guy. If it's not a variant, I don't care.
yeah, but going back to this is nonstop Spider-Man issue #5, 1 out of 25. No or new or goo. Um, I thought this was a pretty cool cover, and I don't know if this is good to spec on, but saying Marvel investing to have his own solo Savage Spider-Man issue #1, I said why not? Grab it where it's cheap, and and this at the same time this is releasing on February 2nd, Here's another one that you want to guys look into. And shout out to Ultra Maximus. I remember he's seeing on the on this thing as this book right here.
Oof.
Isn't that when I first saw it, I thought this was Adam Hughes, but it's not. It's
This thing
this
is
up it,
stunning.
isn't it? And there's this Virgin variant is I believe one of the 20, and I think there is a black and white of the same Virgin cover,
When is this book coming out?
same day, February 2nd.
Nice.
Yeah, isn't it?
Nice.
And I'm sorry guys, I don't
I don't think
have
it's
the
going to go for much too.
no, it's not on eBay. It's showing for I think you can get for like 12, 15 for the Virgin for the one out of 20.
I'm
And
still trying
there's
to get that Pop Kill. Still trying to get that damn book.
which one?
The Pop Kill, the Adam Hughes one. You just reminded me of.
Ah,
You just reminded me of it after showing me this damn
that's a
book.
great cover. The detail he put on that thing, man.
It's funny too because a fire hydrant looks like a dick coming on it.
I,
I don't know if
I, I
anybody ever caught that, but I always thought that was funny.
and I think what's his name? Poor Man's Comic. I remember. I think he has a couple of issues, copies of that.
Shh. Poor man, my ass. He's a rich man now.
Yeah, but yeah. So these are
Who
the
is
two
this?
books.
Who's this artist?
Geez. You know what? Hold on. Let me look. I want to do a screen share, but it just goes to that infinite hole.
No, don't worry about it. Red Sonia, what number is this?
Red Sonia. No, it's Red Sonia Valentine Special Issue #1.
Valentine's.
Yeah,
This is a dope book. I love this cover.
isn't that awesome?
And you know what? This is cheap. Look at this. There's like somebody selling. The first one that came out is 2020 set Virgin and Ratio for $25
Not bad.
for $4 shipping.
Okay,
Hopefully
so
that's not. If that's I can't do media. I can't stand people that do freaking media. Oh,
uh,
if it's
it's
media, I don't even buy the book.
yeah. I remember that feeling. Here in Hawaii, I think it takes about 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh
Here,
yeah,
it
if
takes
it's
about a week.
yeah no, and if it's no. Plus my post office, they charge me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they charge me because they know what a comic book looks like. So they're not dumb.
Ah,
They
so
know.
it
They know.
caught on.
They see the Gemini mailers and stuff. They know it's a comic book. So when they put media, they charge me $4. So every time I get charged. So one, I don't get my book till like super later on, and then two, I can't get my comic because I have to wait till I have to pay the fee, the media
Ah,
fee.
yeah, it's just totally just avoid it. But yeah, so the artist for this is Sozo Micah. Sozo Micah. I think I don't I've been trying to discover what he or she artist has done before, but this is the only one that that I know of that is being released. So I guess this is considered this first artist first what you said first cover art, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, when I
Is this
saw
the
this,
first cover?
I don't know what other book that this cover. I mean, this artist has done. It's up and coming. So look, so
I
I
don't know
can't
if
wait
I like
until
the Virgin.
the Virgin is nice.
I don't know. Sometimes that when they add the title, sometimes it makes it look nice.
Yeah, but some I just like
Ah,
I just like the simplicity of it.
I might just have to buy this and I'll buy it. Damn it! You shouldn't. Why'd you have to show me this?
Yeah, I know you will like it. I remember sending it to you guys on Instagram on the group chat.
Oh,
So
really? Probably
yeah,
didn't pay attention. Oh, all right. I'll buy this stupid thing. You got me, Ultra Maximus. You got me.
yeah. So shout out to Ultra Maximus for showing this book and
It's not part of a comic store, right? It's just something that's coming out in the regular comic
yeah,
store.
just comment. Yeah,
It's
it's
not a store.
nope. Nope, it's strictly from Dynamite.
The only thing I hate about buying books that's not going to come out till later is that if they, if it's after a month, you can't dispute it.
No, actually, if you pay it, and especially on eBay, you can dispute. If you pay it through PayPal, uh, wait, they don't do PayPal anymore. But from my understanding, when I called, they said that you have a 60 day,
Oh, it's 60 days now?
60 days.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Yeah, and since now PayPal, I mean, eBay is considered as what, as part of the, you put your credit card information to pay, so you can dispute it with your credit card, and they will block it. I mean, there's no way that after 30 days that he said that eBay was going to say like, no, they can't do anything about it.
Oh, it doesn't matter now. I already just bought it, so fuck it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's a great cover. I love
No,
it.
it's totally right up my alley. It's totally right up my alley. And you're right,
Mhm.
it does look like Adam Hughes.
Yeah, so yeah, so look out for that upcoming Sozo Micah. It's spelled SOZOMI. I'm sorry, SOZOMAIKA. So yeah, so shout out to Ultra Maximus. Thanks for having me spend another $20.
Yeah, thanks.
No, yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank
And
you.
shout out
Appreciate it.
to, as for this one, I asked one of the Instagram grammar. I mean, he's fucking. I mean, this guy is all about. It's all about challenging the key collector app. When it comes to first appearance and stuff. So I asked him, what is the first appearance of this title that's coming up in February? And he said this is the nonstop Spider-Man issue number 5. And when I looked at it and when I saw this cover, I said, "Fuck, this is a pretty dope ass cover." Kind of has that. You remember there's that cover that you have with, uh,
Bermejo.
yeah,
It's
Bermejo.
Daredevil number 8.
Yeah, that
As
that fucking book is
that's
so hard
all
to find.
Daredevil. Yeah, Daredevil with Spider-Man. You know who just picked one up is Triple C just picked one up.
Oh man.
God, do
So
I want to
so
buy this now?
so this one here, shout out to Decor Collectible.
This book
Decor
is pretty dope.
Collectibles. So shout out to you guys. When it comes to Ultra Maximus and Decor Collectible, I'll provide a link at the bottom of the description after the show, so you can check him out. And check out Ultra Maximus. I'm sure you guys always do already. So he always does this special variant.
Yeah, he
So
just he just kind of does his own thing as far
yeah,
as books to look out for or
yeah,
things that might be out there and all that
yeah.
stuff. So he does a
Also,
pretty damn good job of it. So.
if you want to, oh God, you know what? If you guys want to do this, there is a book that coming out at the same time. Uh, on I believe this is on January 12th. So it's coming out this week, guys. All right. And this book I've been speculating for fucking months. Okay. And I reached out to Mel and he said that he got 4 copies of this. Uh,
And what, he gonna sell you one?
huh?
He said he gonna sell you one.
No, I already got 2 copies of this.
Which one? You're not showing me
What's,
nothing.
yeah, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how do I screen share this. Uh, there it is.
I don't. I want to buy it, but I don't.
Bam! You see
What?
that?
Oh, yeah.
Daredevil, Woman Without Fear, one out of
Yeah,
50. Jan Bartel.
yeah.
Dude, I was
You
so
bought two of
happy.
these?
I got 2 for fucking ratio.
What?
Yeah,
From where? Oh, never mind.
from LCS.
Oh, they set it aside for you?
Yeah, there's one in Auburn. He somehow that he said that he ordered 50 because he wanted to get that 25 and this. I said, well, how much you willing to sell? He said, he hasn't pre-sold it. I told him that I'll pay ratio. He bite on it, so it's mine. There's one nearby Federal Way. He also does FOC and stuff. I reached out to him. He said that yeah, for $50. That's why I got the Green Lantern. That Green Lantern #1. I think there was a one per store. I think, and there was only 500 prints. And I
I
was
want this book so bad, but I just don't want to spend $100. But I want this book, dude. I want this book so bad. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Phew."
Isn't this dope? And
Yeah.
you know what's other
I've
thing
been,
about this
I
book?
want this book. I just don't want to
There
spend.
is a first appearance that's coming out in this book.
Yeah, well, it's a #1, right? So
Yeah,
no,
but you know how sometimes #1 doesn't have that first appearance until you go into issue number 2 or 3.
2 or 3 or something. No,
Yeah.
sometimes they have. Yeah, no, trust me. As soon as I saw this, I was like, "Oh God, I want this freaking thing so bad." Such a dope cover.
Isn't it? I think this is
It's
one of the best Bartel cover that she has done.
you know, $95. Oof. Yeah, I don't want to do it.
Reach out to Mel. Reach out to Mel.
Yeah, well, me and Mel, we tight, but we ain't that tight. I
Nah,
mean,
man,
you
you
know what I
never
mean?
know.
Uh,
Yeah, I would ask. I would ask. Hey Mel, if you're watching this,
Mel's not gonna watch
the
this.
Doom 143 wants a cover of this right here, and he's gonna be reaching out to you and see if you
Eh,
can hook him up.
I'm not gonna
And
reach out to him. You know, I've already got a list of stuff that I'm trying to get anyway, and I would rather just kind of put my money towards that. But this book, trust me, as soon as I saw it, I've been wanting it because I think it's gonna look really good in person. Like
yeah,
it already looks good here. You know, sometimes it looks better on screen, and then when you get it, it's like
yeah,
it's kind of meh. I think this one's gonna look really good, especially with those colors, man. And I think that's what it is. It's the use of all those colors just really
yeah.
make
The
it
the
pop. Like
color palettes, it's just
yeah, you
fucking
never
amazing.
seen pink and purple as much, so it really made everything pop. And it's kind of a badass like stance that she has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the
Uh,
background. If you look at the background of it,
Well, you know what, James? If you do find 3 copies and you get it under 100, will you please sell me one? I would greatly appreciate it because I've been wanting this, but I just don't want to pay 95. I don't want to
yeah,
pay 90. I'll pay ratio. I might even, you know what? I might even go up to about $70, but I don't want to pay 100.
and you know what? Once I pick this up next week, and I'll look at the condition. If it's a 9.8 candidate, I'm gonna send it out to CGC, and
Send it, man. Get it pressed too. Hopefully,
yeah, I'm gonna
just
send
in
it to
case.
Daryl.
Yeah, get it pressed, man. Get that thing slabbed, bro. That thing's gonna look sweet in the slab.
And you know what? The funny thing is that I bet you Longshank probably gonna find this for fucking $10 with 20% off.
Yeah, well, that's
And,
because
and
he's got the ends this way with his comic shop. He's been so consistently going. But the thing about his comic shop, from what I understand, is that they sell it to him pretty much at ratio.
yeah,
So, he's already got the ends for that stuff. But when does this book come out?
tomorrow. Wait. What is today?
Wednesday, because
Yeah,
I want
tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Brian might have this, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
Chrissy's there, so you better go there at
yeah.
fucking 3:30 in the morning, stand in
I
line.
don't know. Christy doesn't really post that she's there early in the morning, so I don't know if she still
Yeah,
goes.
well, I think when last time I talked, she mentioned that she's thinking about moving to Washington.
No, really?
Yeah, so I know that she's been selling a lot of her books, but you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
She
She
hasn't been posting
she
anything that
hasn't
she's there.
posted. Yeah, yeah. That's why. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just text Brian. Hey, Brian, you getting this or what? Can I?
But you gotta love one thing about Brian is that fucking he's a fair guy. He's like first come
Yeah,
first
but
serve.
yeah. That's the thing, man. Like I'm. All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
could you?
So,
Isn't that crazy? If I bought every book you just talked about right now, it would have costed me about $160.
dude, fuck! I've been
You know what I
saying
mean?
about this book about a month ago, and you could
No,
have
no, no.
got the
I could no. There's nobody. I don't
dude.
know.
This book
uh,
was selling at ratio on eBay.
1 month ago. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, seriously. Remember I told you about this? I remember posting
Smart
it,
Collector
and
doesn't post their location till after the fact. Yeah, well, there's not a lot of locations here anymore. We had 2 comic shops that closed down, so Really, it's just the,
Yeah.
the two major. Where there's the two major ones, which is Brian and the other guy, and then
Yeah.
there's one small comic shop here.
But I tell you, not many people is gonna be ordering fucking 50 of this Daredevil Without Fear, Woman Without Fear book. And
Trust me,
when
if Pico is open tomorrow, I would have
yeah,
been there. I just don't want to drive out there.
but I don't know.
I'll
Fuck
drive out
for
there for a
ratio.
sale and stuff like that. I'll drive out there for a sale and stuff like that.
So that is it. I mean, yeah, when I asked him about this, hey, do you know about this? I said, yeah, Mel said he got 4 covers. He got 4 issues.
Yeah,
4 copies. 4 fucking copies.
that's crazy.
And
I wonder
he
if he had
posted.
to order. Did he have to order 200 of these books?
Well, there's also was that Romita Jr. One of the 25 variant that's which you would like because she's crouching down
I
and there's a
saw that
ring that
one. It was
yeah.
all right. I saw that one. I really wanted the number one. The what is it? Red, white, and blood, or black, white, and blood. There's a
Ah,
number one Sienkiewicz.
yeah.
That's the one that I was kind of chasing today. But I was like there's a certain dollar amount that I'm willing to spend, and when
Hmm.
it goes past that dollar amount, I just don't want to spend that money.
Yeah, no, there's no way
It's,
I'm going to be spending 120, $150 for this. Like I said, I'm very happy that I
yeah,
got
so
this as
like
a
so like for this book, I really like the book, but there's a certain dollar amount
yeah.
that I'm willing to spend, and I'll go as high as 70, but I don't want to go past that. I really don't.
No.
And if I miss it, I miss it. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things.
Yeah, just like remember that Audie Granoff, that Electra.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
we were talking about the years ago.
Years ago,
That
yeah.
book from the Go fucking was going for 100, then went up to 150,
Yeah.
and now what? It's a $30 book now.
Yeah. And that's why I picked it up. I had to wait 2 to 3 years, but it was worth the wait.
Oh. So yeah, when I go there tomorrow, I gotta see the condition of the book because I've been hearing a lot of bad stories about how they're sending freaking ratios within.
Babe, you want to go in the room?
That's all right. I think that's pretty much it for my show, guys. You have you have anything that's coming from your
East
channel?
Meets East Meets West is this Sunday. And then I have a haul coming up probably next week sometime. I found some pretty cool Mickey Mouse books. I mean, sorry, Mighty Mouse books. No, I did. I found some pretty cool Mighty Mouse stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I got a couple of books to show. I got just two. I got just two books. Shout out to Vin Crew 12,000. I remember watching his haul. I reached out to him, so it hit me up with this. Too Much Coffee Man #1. Always wanted to get this. Fuck, I've been wanting this book for past 10 years, and I got just tired of hunting, so I finally got him. And like I said, my you know from the resource, I'm not going to say who, but Omega Red is coming in. Black Widow #2 movie. It's not been confirmed, but it's been speculated. So that is it. So that's my two books that I just wanted to show off. And I think I got next week. I got another collective style kind of video. I kind of have lined up throughout the week. So, and I think I got another haul coming up soon. So, look out for that, guys. All right, that's pretty much it.
all right, cool.
All right,
Congratulations,
aloha.
Triple C, on your GSX, by the way.
Oh shit, yeah. I gotta watch his haul. I put it on watch it later.
No, he had a really good haul. It was 40 minutes, but it was worth it. I
Yeah.
think it was worth it. A lot of these hauls are coming back. It's kind of nice to see some of these old school hauls coming back. So
Yeah, gotta get back to the roots of
you know
things.
what's
Why we
funny though?
started.
You know what's funny? The more hauls that I watch, I'm starting to realize there's actually a bunch of new collectors out there
I've been
that I never
telling you
even heard of.
this, man.
No, like new,
Yeah,
like
you.
people I haven't even heard of. Because you know how YouTube, right? When you watch one thing, like you watch one golf thing all of a sudden, boom, there's a bunch of golf stuff that goes on your home screen. So since more people have been doing hauls, for some reason now, like I see all these brand new YouTubers. I'm like, who are
Yeah.
these people? I was like,
Yeah,
who are
no,
these
I
people?
watch all of them, bro. I telling you, I just watch all of them. I mean, some kind of I like their style. Some, it's like okay, but there's just some fucking great ass books. I mean, but yeah, there's so many new collectors out there, new channels that hit about
Hmm.
200, 100. Some is at 53, but
No, I just saw this one. I don't know where they're from, but they're like, "Oh, we're doing a 2,000 sub contest." I'm like, 2,000? Like, I never even heard of you guys. You guys already at 2,000. I was just like, geez, never even,
yeah,
But then you look at their views; they get like 100 views, 200 views. So it's just one of those things. But I mean, it is what it is. But it's nice to see these new hauls coming back because I think I learned so much better by these hauls. I really
yeah,
don't. The
true.
podcast is fun, and then but it's just like you know, the podcast is fun. I enjoy doing a podcast, and then that's
I
why
think
during the East Meets West,
podcasts, yeah,
where I always try to introduce something that you can try to look out and collect.
and
That's
also
not.
it's an interaction as well too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole fun of being live. But
Mm.
haul videos, you pretty much talking to yourself on a camera and showing the books and trying to give much information as possible about that book and why you get it. I don't know, just somehow I go back to haul video and trying to stay away from live stream. But once the money is okay for me, I can do this. I can do this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got a haul coming up. I'm just waiting for some books, and I'm gonna go. Well, I've already hunted. I'm waiting for a couple of books, but I've already hunted out, and then
Can't wait.
yeah, yeah. No, it's nothing crazy. This last haul I had was fun, but the biggest book, I don't even know what the biggest book. I think I already spoiled the biggest book. I already put it on Instagram. I just hunted. I already my what is that book called?
How
The
much you
hunt.
pay for this? How much you pay for this?
Yeah, yeah. They just gave it to me, man. They just gave
Yeah.
it to like they gave it to me. All right. Anyway,
That was a good one. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Aloha, mahalos, and shoots.
dudes.